Hi, my name's Maria. I'm a cloth diapering mom, and I have been cloth diapering since like 2021. I have three boys under 5, and currently cloth diapering just my third little boy who is 8 months old. And so I have quite a bit of experience cloth diapering, and I wanted to start this channel to just kind of like answer some of the common questions that I get, but in longer form videos. And one of the top questions I get is, what do I need to start cloth diapering? And it's not as complicated as you think. So I just wanted to go over the basics of what you actually need to start cloth diapering. And then I will also show you a couple things that I have that help me cloth diaper. Now, my 3-year-old is napping right here. So if he starts waking up, that's why. So, okay. First things first, you're going to need some diapers. I think that pocket diapers are a really great diaper to start with. They are snap. Usually there are some like Velcro style ones available. And this is how the inside looks. So it's very similar to like a disposable where there's just one surface. And then there's literally a pocket. And that pocket is where you'll put your absorbency. So I have this big insert here that I shoved inside the pocket. So this is what's going to make it waterproof. And it has this lining here that's made of athletic wicking jersey. Think about like your sports jerseys and stuff. It feels like a very soft version of that. And that's great because it's very, it's like a very stay dry feeling for your baby. Now that is going to hold the absorbency in the pocket. And then this is what's going to keep it waterproof so that there's not pee going onto your baby's clothes and onto you and stuff. It's pretty cool how it works. I like this. This one's from Redwood Cloth, but I like the styles that have this. This is called a tummy panel. So this, what it does is prevents wicking onto your baby's clothes. Because if this part here is absorbent, it will get wet. If that went all the way up to the top, you might get some of the moisture wicking onto your baby's clothes. So I like when they have a tummy panel here. And then the way that these work is they're usually considered one size, which means it has these rise snaps. So you see how there's like a male snap here, and then 1, 2, 3 female snaps. The purpose of that is so that you can snap this diaper up and down to make it shorter or longer so that it literally grows with your baby. So if you have a really small baby, maybe I think the range on these ones is about 8 to 10 pounds. This is how you would snap it up so that it fits. There's some extra fabric here, so you just want to make sure to like tuck it away like this, or you can tuck it up. Some people like to tuck it up and away. Some people like to tuck it down, whatever works. I think up works a little better like that. Okay. And then as they grow, you just unsnap and you go to the next rise setting. And so these diapers will literally grow with your baby. It's really nice. So then what that means is that you can essentially buy all the diapers that you need in the beginning, and you're going to use those same pockets for those diapers from birth to potty training, essentially, which is really nice. So definitely can be really cost effective if you just buy a stash of diapers and then you're done with it. And those are all the diapers that you use. You can also save them and reuse them on future babies, making them even more cost effective. So I think that one size pockets are a really good place to start for that reason. And then there's absorbency. So this is like a trifold insert here, but a lot of times you'll see like just a single layer insert. You can put 2 in there. I like using something like this now that my baby is older, or getting older, because it's just a lot of extra absorbency. And so I never have to worry about like any leaks. A lot of times there are pocket diapers like on Amazon and stuff, and they're not bad, but the inserts that they come with, I think I have some here. They are like microfiber or this like bamboo microfiber blend. And that is going to cause it may cause some compression leaks down the road. There we go. So for sure, anything like this, where you can see like the texture lines, this is microfiber. These are not my favorite. It's like a sponge. It soaks liquid up quickly, but then as soon as baby scoots around or you pick them up or you buckle them into a car seat, it just squishes it all out. So this is not bad when you double it with something else, like a bamboo insert or cotton or hemp. But on its own, not recommended. So, but a lot of those ones on Amazon, this is what they come with, is like microfiber inserts. They're super cheap to make, but they're probably going to start giving you compression leaks as soon as baby starts like getting mobile around 6 months, which can be really frustrating. So that's why I prefer like a trifold or something. I love the bamboo trifolds from Redwood. This is a cotton hemp bamboo trifold from Little Haven, which is great too. I'll put a link in the description that goes to all my favorite cloth diaper brands. It'll have all my discount codes so that if you want to shop with a certain brand and use my discount, you can totally do that. So yeah, but that's a pocket diaper. And then these ones too have all these snaps here. So it's just like waist and hip snaps. Don't overthink it. You just want to snap it so it's secure on your baby. You also want there to be like you'll be able to fit 2 fingers between the diaper here and their belly. So nothing too tight around their belly, but also you want it to be secure. And then you also want to make sure there's like no big gaps around their legs. That's really important. So you'll put the diaper on, and then I like to kind of scrunch it in here to make sure it goes right up into the baby's bikini line, and that gives it a nice seal so you don't get any blowouts and leaks and things. Okay, so first thing to get started with cloth diapering is cloth diapers. Second thing that you really need to get started with cloth diapers is somewhere to put your cloth diapers. So this is like a diaper pail liner. So if you have a diaper pail, this is a reusable waterproof one. You can put this in your diaper pail and use it. Some people like to put it in like a regular baby diaper pail, like the Ubi ones and stuff. And it'll totally work in those, which is great. Saves you money. You don't have to buy those stupid diaper pail liners. I hated those things. They also have some more basic ones. This is the one I'm currently using. I like these. They have 2 handles and then they zip shut, and they also have an extra pocket. I like these just because I think they're easy to hang, and then they're also really easy to dump into the wash. Sometimes when the pails have elastic like this, when you go to dump it all into the wash, they get like stuck, like bottlenecked around the elastic. But since there's no elastic around this, it doesn't. I also leave them hanging open to allow a little airflow so the diapers don't get like super stinky or moldy. Yeah. And it's also nice to have smaller ones. So this is like a large one, but they have smaller ones that are only like, maybe a quarter of this. And those are great while you're on the go. If you're like, we use them for daycare. Daycare puts all of them inside a smaller one for us. If we go to Target or we go to a family's house, we'll bring a little wet bag with us and then just change diapers like usual, but put them in our wet bag, which is great. So you definitely need somewhere to put your dirty diapers. And I think these pail liners or wet bags are a great option. Some people also prefer to just use like a plastic airy laundry basket. So think about those big laundry baskets that just have little holes all over them. They'll just throw their diapers in there. Definitely make sure you have a well-ventilated space to keep it. Like I don't. If I did, I would keep it in my bathroom if I could and do that. But my bathroom doesn't really have a window or anything, so it does get stinky. But people who do that do prefer it because airing out diapers like that, it helps them dry, which prevents ammonia buildup and just helps prevent like mold and stuff. And it actually is supposed to help preserve your diapers a little better. But I don't do that. I use a wet bag. But yeah, that's another option for you. So somewhere to put your dirty diapers. Now, if you're on a budget and you don't have the money yet to get a diaper pail or wet bag or a special laundry bin for it, that's fine. Literally just use like trash bags. You can just have a trash bag, put it in there. Just don't throw the trash away. Okay. You can use the trash bag, dump it all in the wash, and throw your trash bag away. But you can totally do that too, just while you're getting started. Now, the other thing you do need for cloth diapers is a cloth safe like diaper cream, diaper balm product. So I'm going to go over my favorite ones. There are more on the market, but these are the ones that I personally use. I really like them. They definitely work for cloth diapers. And they're great. So the reason you want to make sure you have a cloth diaper safe diaper cream is because if you use some of them, I want to say they have petroleum or something in it, and it will coat the inside of your pocket diaper. So it will leave a layer here on your pocket diaper and cause it to repel liquid. So then your diaper doesn't absorb anymore. That's not good. So there are, like, I like the Clean Cloth Nappies website for washing advice, and they do have really good advice that you essentially can wash any diaper cream out if you have like hot enough water and, the right detergent and all that stuff. But personally, I don't even want to chance it. So I always buy cloth safe diaper creams and diaper balms. So this one I really like. It does have non-nano zinc oxide, which is great. And I get it from Assembly. It's their rash relief cream. So they use organic beeswax, organic castor seed oil, organic coconut oil, organic olive oil, organic shea nut oil, organic sunflower seed oil, and vitamin E, along with that non-nano zinc oxide to actually create a diaper cream. Now I've only had to use this a couple times, and it's usually when my baby like is sick or having like poop issues. So one time was when he was having some diarrhea, and so obviously it caused some redness in the area. He put this on, and it really helped soothe it, and it was gone within like a day. And then the other time was again, but like the opposite. He was like constipated and impacted, so that also irritated that area. So we put this on, and it was gone overnight. So I really love this. We don't use it a lot. I find that with cloth diapers in general, we don't deal with diaper rashes the same way that people do with disposables. So I do love having this, and we don't use it very often. So if you're worried about price, it's not something, I mean, if you're like me, it's not something that you really need to use a lot. Now, the other products that I do use a bit more are the balms. So this is also from Assembly. It's their everyday balm. This is more like your replacement for like if you like to use a barrier balm like Aquaphor or something, this is going to be your replacement for that because it's made with like coconut oil and stuff. Smells wonderful. I actually like to use this just to massage it on. I just got a new one, but I like to use it. I've gone through two of them to just massage my baby with it after bath time. And it smells great. It feels really nice and soft on him. My 3-year-old also deals with really dry skin and eczema flare-ups, and I like to put this on him too, and it really helps. So this is very nice to have. Now, specifically as a diaper balm, I like to use the Earth Mama Organic Diaper Balm. I get this off Amazon. I literally go through it. Like, it is so good. But I put this on every night before putting him into his overnight diaper. Because with your overnight diapers, typically there's more absorbency, and they're going to be in there. Wearing them, for him, it's like from 8 p.m. till about 6:30 a.m. He's in that diaper. And we don't use pockets for overnights. We use fitted style diapers. So if you're into, I have another video that goes over all the different styles of diapers, but we use a fitted for overnights. And I have a little lining because I don't want him to feel super wet overnight either. So this is that athletic wicking jersey material, and it's just a liner. So I just put this liner inside of his fitted diaper, and then I get this, and I make sure to lather it all over him. I use one of these. These are super helpful, the little butt spatulas. Lather it all over him with that, and then put on the liner and put on his diaper. And it works great. Wonderful. It washes out pretty well. It is cloth diaper safe. You can get it on Amazon. But also it's great too if your kids just have like bug bites or any little like irritated spots on their skin. You can just put a little bit of this on it, and it will help soothe it a lot. It smells great. It's got some essential oils in there that are really nice too. So this is another one of my favorites. And then lastly, another one I've tried that works pretty well too is this whipped soothing rash cream from the Good Village. The owner of the Good Village, it's another cloth diaper brand. She makes this. It smells really nice. This is the lavender one, and I really liked it because she actually just makes it, and we'll show you on TikTok like exactly how she makes it, what goes in it. So I feel really good about the ingredients, but it also works really well. It's a little bit thicker of a product. It's not as like thin as and spreadable as like the balms. So it's kind of like between a balm and the diaper cream. It's more like a butter, if that makes sense. But it's really nice. And again, all this stuff is just good on, or maybe not this. This is definitely just for diaper rash, but this stuff is also just really good on your kids' skin. And if they have, like I said, little bug bites and things that are bothering them, or like my 3-year-old who gets eczema, flare-ups and all that. So I just love all of these. So that's something I think you do need to invest in, is a good cloth safe diaper cream, or diaper balm if you like to use those. The Assembly ones I think are my favorite. They come in a skincare set with some cloth wipes and wipe wash solution that you can try, and you can get it on Amazon and add it to your registry on there. So definitely worth it. But I actually lost one of these. So I had to rebuy another one, and then I found it. I'm like, well, at least we have one for upstairs and downstairs. But I also sent one to daycare so that they only use this and they don't use like the regular Desitin that they normally would. And then I also sent this to daycare just in case. But we've gone through like 3 of these. They're so good. So that's everything that you need. Now there's a couple other things that are helpful. Also, if you decide to use cloth wipes, you're gonna need cloth wipes. I think cloth wipes are a no-brainer when you're using cloth diapers because you're already washing diapers, and all you got to do with cloth wipes is just throw them in there with all your dirty diapers. I know, especially when babies are exclusively breastfed, all the breastfed poops and diapers and all that can just go right into the wash. But same thing with the wipes. You just throw it all right into the wash, so no big deal. If your baby started solids and, then the poops get bigger, they're like 3D chunks, you got to take those out of the diapers before you wash them, right? And you typically want to do the same thing with your cloth wipes. But from what I've noticed is that most of the time when I change baby's diaper, okay, so you open it up, there's a poop, right? What I do is I take the front of the diaper and I actually like wipe against his skin and kind of curl it like this. And so that actually gets most of the 3-dimensional poop off of him. So then when I go to wipe him with the wipe, it's just like the little excess that's kind of like, left on the skin. But it's nothing like 3-dimensional. So because of that, I don't spray anything off of these. It's not enough 3-dimensional poop for me to feel like, oh, I need to remove it. I feel like anything that's like a skid mark, like skid mark and chonies, that is fine to go in the wash. That's fine to go in the wash. It's just those chunks of poop, you got to get them out. So yeah, we still use cloth wipes, and I'm like, I didn't use cloth wipes with my first 2, and I'm like, why? I wasted so much money. Wipes are not cheap, and it's a recurring expense, So I do recommend cloth wipes. Now, cloth wipes, I keep them dry, and then I have a spray bottle with a cloth wipe solution. I just use the one from Assembly and spray it like that. You can also just use water. You can also make your own. Put a little baby soap, a little coconut oil, the fractionated coconut oil that's liquid in here. Maybe a drop of an essential oil if you want. Shake all up with some water, and you can spray that in there. Totally up to you. And some people do like to pre-wet them. I just feel like we don't go through wipes enough to pre-wet them, and I'm worried they'll get moldy. So I keep them dry, and then I just have a spray bottle and spray them before I use them and wipe down baby. So that's something else that I think is really helpful and that I use a lot with my cloth diapers. Now, the next thing, I'll take you to my bathroom and show you what else I think is helpful. Okay, these are 2 other things that I think are really important when you're cloth diapering and are pretty much non-negotiables for me, and that is a bidet sprayer that is attached to my toilet. They're pretty inexpensive on Amazon. And then next is this spray pal. So this essentially is like a little, imagine a trash can with the bottom cut out. Actually, a lot of people just do that. And some super sturdy chip clips. So when baby poops in a diaper, I clip the diaper to this. I set it right on top of my toilet here. And then I use the bidet sprayer and I spray the poop off into the toilet. And then I flush it, and you can hang the wet diaper over the side of this till it drips dry, and then you add it to your wet bag of other dirty diapers. I also have a strucket that I really like to keep in here, and then I just put it in the strucket until it drips dry. So this is something else that I highly recommend if you're cloth diapering and your baby's going to be starting solids soon. You will need to remove the poop, and if they have very messy poops, this is going to be your best friend. And that's pretty much it when it comes to cloth diapering and the things that you need. There are a lot of things that you can get that are helpful, but for me, those are my necessities is cloth diapers, somewhere to put my dirty cloth diapers, a cloth diaper safe diaper cream or diaper balm, cloth wipes and a cloth wipe spray, and then the toilet bidet and the spray pal to help with those poopy messes. And that's really it. Now, if you plan on sending your baby to daycare or a babysitter with cloth diapers, I highly recommend you go watch my other video that is all about cloth diapering at daycare, because there are a few other things that I do recommend you have that will be helpful for your whole daycare cloth diaper setup. And it'll help you be successful and your caregivers be successful. So if you have any other questions, let me know. I am so happy to answer all of them and make more videos about the things that you're actually are wondering about. So make sure to drop those in the comments, and feel free to shop. All my favorite things are linked. I'll put it in the description. And make sure you like this video and subscribe to my channel for more.